y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sarah. I upload every single week. I say that every single video. But today we are tackling, today's my third installment in my annual series of sorts where I am upgrading spaces throughout my house because it's taken me 2 years of living here to go, oh, I should do something about this. And so this month we're tackling what is now going to be referred to as the Butler's Pantry, previously called the bar. This came out of during the snowpocalypse. Long story short, basically I have been struggling with my baking cabinet, and I was telling Jeremy like I was gonna do this anyway, but I just feel like I'm playing this shitty game of Tetris that I never win. And he kind of got me thinking about, well, what if we just broadened it out and like built something, or you know, whatever. And I got, you know what, snowballed into, why don't we just change out the bar and like make it a Butler's Pantry? So why don't you just make that happen? So that's what we're doing. I never ever like pre-clean anything before I show it to you, because that's the whole point of like upgrading something, is I want to show you what it looked like right before I started. So I'm going to show you what this space looks like right now. It looks like a bomb went off, and then we're going to tackle it over the next couple of days, but I definitely want to get it done this week for sure. So like anything, when you see me look different, it's another day, you know. So right now this is the bar. It's basically this like combo alcohol storage and just dumping ground for all kinds of stuff. Now, in fairness, since I've decided to make this a Butler's Pantry, I've been putting like the Jello and like things that'll have to go in right there. Like these are, but that's very recent. It's only been the last couple of days. So yeah, so we need to like totally change this out and move stuff, go through all of this, and make it a functioning Butler's Pantry for me. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I have cleared everything off and cleaned really thoroughly. This counter and the tile, which ooh, Texas builder grade. Oof. But yeah, so I did that, and I gotta tackle the drawers, but I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow, the drawers and cabinets, and get everything like really rocking and rolling in the next couple of days. But this bar cart's right there. I'm really glad I got this done. Okay, so update. I am at a little bit of a standstill because this. This is what this used to be like alcohol. That's not true. Wine stuff, basically. Wine glasses, accoutrement. And then up here I had like pharmacy stores, like vitamins and our like kids vitamins and kids medicine and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna move all that. I don't know where to yet, but that's not the point of this video. I need to tackle these two, but I can't reach them, and it's fine for right now because I need to deal with. Basically, the whole point of this is my size. Everything needs to be built around what I can reach and how frequently I reach it for it, right? So right now we're looking like this. I've cleared out down here, and I've cleared that's like an ornamental drawer that all the way to the right one that don't work, but these do. So this is like toppings, sprinkles, whatever, peanut butter chips, chocolate chips, like little guys. I thought this was a mistake when I bought these. They actually wound up being great. I'll link all this stuff below that I've ordered. I'll link it also in case you like saw it and were like, oh, that's cool. Here you go. Food dyes, food colorings, food writers, all that kind of stuff. Basically like kid friendly things here. This is TBD, but right now it's just like cake pie, accoutrement, assembly products. I'm going to leave my KitchenAid out. I'm going to leave these containers out. I've got powdered sugar, white sugar, flour, all-purpose flour. This is baking soda. These are going to stay out. I need to figure out how to navigate all this crap is where I'm at right now. And I need to figure out how I want to organize all my little extracts, this stuff, because I need this to all be I need to be able to see everything and not move anything. That's my goal. I don't want anything to have to get shuffled, because that anytime I have to shuffle is when things go south. So yeah. And then I also want some sort of like a storage situation. So like my backlog, so my extra of whatever I have a bit of a flow for. And so what I think I'm going to wind up doing, I'll show you real quick. Down here, all I've got so far is bread making stuff. So like my proofing baskets and the rising bucket. I'm going to put my pans and all that kind of stuff down here. I don't like the idea of having food close to the floor just for like, you know, ants or whatever. But I'm thinking through, okay, well then how would I store, you know, like sugar bags and that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is the, for now, kind of conclusion to what the Butler's Pantry looks like. I'm going to definitely be making some more modifications, but just for the sake of time, you know, and get the video to y'all. This is where we're currently at. So, high level, I'll just walk you through what I've done, and I'll walk you through what I plan to do. So I've gone ahead and I've cleaned all that kind of stuff out, right? And I've had it like this now for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I've baked a ton. This is not ideal, but it's definitely a lot better than it was, but it's also been giving me some experience to know what I need to do to it. So that's why I want to kind of tell you what's coming as well. Okay, so like a real quick rundown on like what's out on the counter. Obviously my mixer, my food scale, and then I've got, this stuff has to move, but for right now it's fine. Baking powder, cornstarch, all that kind of stuff. Baking soda is this guy. This is flour, that is sugar, that is powdered sugar, and then that's like a batter bowl. So that's what's currently there. In the drawers I have these little guys. These have just like all of my, you know, sugars, decorating components, anything small went in here. Peanut butter chips, sprinkles, sanding sugars, little baby M&Ms, you get my drift. All of my food colorings, everything like that went here. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And this drawer has sort of like, well, it's you know, things required to make whatever. I've got cake strips, I've got pie weights, I've got my molds for like biscuit cutters, cookie cutters, you get my parchment paper, pie molds, so on and so forth. Down here, I have this, again, not ideal, but it's better than it was. This is my cakes, any kind of pan, whatever. And then up here to the right, I've got like my proofing baskets, my tub to make whatever I need that for, like breads, you get my like dough stuff, you know. But yeah, so again, not ideal, like in the slightest, but at least I can see stuff, and that's a big improvement, right? Like I know where stuff is now. So that's super duper helpful. And then when you go up here, this has been a big help. This has actually been really enlightening. So, first, I've got my mini chocolate chips. I'm trying to run through those so then I can put regular size in there because I don't know why I had so many. And then I've got a maple extract. I need to sort out some sort of extra. Oh, well, we'll talk about that in a second. I've got white chocolate chips. I've got vanilla cocoa powder. This is empty. I don't know what's going to go in there quite yet, but I wanted the space taken up by it because that's where it should go. Light brown sugar, dark brown sugar, cake flour, whole wheat flour, bread flour, dry yeast, flax seeds, or excuse me, chia seeds, molasses, and then I've got these guys, these like pantry tray things, and inside of this I have, this is awesome for small hands like myself. I've got pudding mix, I've got dulce de leche, I've got walnut halves, peanut butter chips, chocolate chips, kind of like overflow. That's basically what I have all of these baskets for. Just overflow, but I've got it in a way that I can actually physically, I'm not just shuffling through, you know what I mean? Cacao powder, arrowroot, xanthan gum, more like the specialty baking stuff as we go up. Whole milk powder, corn powder, whole milk powder, corn powder. These are for like milk bar recipes. Spelt. The more specialty stuff, you know, things I don't reach for every single time. Basically, the higher we go, the less likely I am to reach for it. Overflow for powdered sugars, overflow for other sugars, and then I've got my brown sugar, like diabetic brown sugar for my dad. So I don't reach any further than this, and everything's reachable for me. So I can literally just pull, right? Game changer for short people. I will link, this is, Jeremy just gave this to me. It's from his office. I don't know what this is, but it works. It works for those like cheap bags of sugar that lay flat. But I'll link these. They come in 2 packs. I will link them. This is all from Amazon. I'll link this as well. Like all this stuff, I will link in the description box. Food scale, the whole bit. All this stuff, I'll link it. Now, so this is what we're at right now. And this has been much more efficient than what I had in the past. Here's where I need to work on like making it even better. I need some sort of a shelf. I just told Jeremy this, we're gonna brainstorm this. I need some sort of a shelf, like something that is just out and visible, like this stuff is, that will hold baking, like measuring cups, measuring spoons, that kind of thing. But will also maybe hold some of this stuff. So what I was thinking about doing was having like 2, but the problem is I am standing literally in the doorway to the laundry room. This is the whole thing, right? And then, oh, sorry, I just realized. And here is all the different types of baking cups. Up there are like holiday baking cups. You get my drift. So that's all like kind of like kid stuff, you know? But yeah, so I'm not entirely, I'm gonna probably have Jeremy build something, but I'm not entirely certain how this is gonna work, because the thing that sucks is that this wall is angled. So I can't, unless I suspend something and then have it just lay like that, and then I just make sure that this, you know what I mean? It's just real problematic. So I don't quite know what to do on that front, but we'll figure it out. But I need something to hold, like, sorry, the washing machine's going. I need something to hold the things that I literally have in a drawer in the kitchen. So I'm going back and forth, which isn't like the end of the world, but it's also not as optimal as it could be, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm sure this will get iterated on later as well. Like the more I use it, the more kind of like, oh, that'd be nice things I think of. But for the sake of this is where we're at after like a solid 2 weeks of work on it. And I'll tell you something else. I have thought about this. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe the first like 6 months of like spaces that I've worked on, I'm actually gonna probably do like a recap of like, here we are now, here's what this looks like after months and months of use, or here's what we've done, you know, whatever. I'll do a little like snippet update on those in a separate video like down the road, because this is definitely something that, this made me think of that, because this is definitely something that will, you know, it'll evolve as I do more. And I bake almost every day. Like I bake a lot. So it's definitely something that is very much a marriage of form and function. It has to look a certain way for me to be inspired and motivated, but it also has to function the way I need it to function. And you know, I'm short and I got back problems. So like I have to factor that kind of stuff in. Otherwise it just makes it impossible. You know what I mean? Like literally it's a no-go. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I'm really happy with it. I really love that I did. Like I'm really, really happy that these worked out and that they make sense. Like I can see what's in these. That's so great. And it takes up this drawer really nicely. I could put like measuring cups and stuff in there, but to be honest with you, I want those out. Like I use them all the time. So even if they just like hang or I don't know, but like we need to figure that out, right? But yeah. And then this I like too, because it's not something that I necessarily reach for every day, but it's got a dedicated place, right? It's like I know where my pie weights are. I know where my parchments are. I know all that kind of stuff. I know where all of that is, and it just lives there. And that's really great. So yeah. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.